Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a good Friday. Market did manage to squeeze out a green day. It was kind of a struggle there for a while, but it did manage to pull out a green day. We're going to take a look at our portfolio and see what it did Friday. Pretty much spent my day Friday cost averaging on several stocks. Actually, probably bought a little too early on a couple of them, but wanted to go ahead and cost average some. And while it was a good opportunity when the market was down a little bit, and that's what I did. So we're going to take a look at that, take a look at our portfolio, and then we're going to kind of take a look at what's going on in the market tonight and see what we've got in store for this week and kind of get our game plan together for this week. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over to our portfolio, take a look at that. So here's our portfolio. As you can see here, we did have a little mixture of a day, a little bit of red, a little bit of green. Airlines were down. Those were the two of the ones I cost averaged a little bit. Did get some more DAL, which is Delta Airlines. Got a couple more, some more shares of those. Let's see here. It was at 1933, so we didn't quite get the bottom on that one. LUV, Southwest Airlines. I say Southeast sometimes because I'm always thinking about football. So Southwest Airlines. I did get in at that one, added to that one, 24.37. A little bit early on that one, 24.37. Also added to MPC. The MPC we got in at 30.53. Added to that, building up a nice little position on all of these. The other one that we added to was Cliff. Added to that one at 406. So we did get that one close to the bottom. So let's go ahead and take a look at our big winners for the day. You would take a look here and you think maybe Novavax was at 13%, but if you go down here to ACB, ACB had a heck of a day, up 68%. That came from their earnings that they had the night before about their revenues on their sales of cannabis. So they evidently had a good month with everybody laying off work. But up $4.56. Now this is the one that went through a 12-to-1 reverse split and failed all the way to it. Had that reverse split and then fell some more after the reverse split. So we're still down on that, believe it or not, even when it's gone up 68%. So still not anything to get excited about. We got a long ways to go on that one. But Novavax kind of surprised me on Friday. Did have a good day. It was green all day, a good solid day. Let's take a look at that volume. This is the differences. Whenever you see the volume pick up, you're going to see Novavax have some action here, and it had some big action at 21 million shares traded. Average volume now is 10 million shares traded, so double the volume. Notice the volume gets heavy here on the highs, and it's getting heavy here on this high. But it was on fire right here, got all the way up to 45.86. But the volume gets heavy near that high. So I try to look at that sometime as, when it starts getting heavy near the highs, that's somebody that's probably driving it up and then selling it off. And that's what you see here. It gets driven up and then it gets sold off real quick like. So, but it still fought its way through the whole day and managed to have a good day, a really good day. So didn't pull back like I thought it would. It did on Thursday, but it didn't on Friday. Good for the long holders there. I know I've been in that one a long time, so I know there's some happy folks. I'm glad for you. I want to get back in it, but I'm not getting back in at this price right here. So it'll be a long time before I get back in it, if I get back in it. I've had a good run with it, like I said, for 3 years. And if it just keeps going, it just keeps going without me. And that's the way you have to do these things sometimes. But good luck to whoever's got it still. I've still got some in my cash account, so it's not like I'm completely out, but I don't have near the shares I had before. Okay. Don't have any in the IRAs, just in the cash account. So other than that, we had some green and some other ones here, but nothing really to speak of. Just barely getting over the green area. So it's a pretty flat day. Our Bitcoin did drop 6%. Bitcoin Trust there. Uh, it had gone on a pretty good run there. Let's take a look at that chart real quick. Like a little 5-day chart here, maybe. It was kind of going. Let me get a month chart here. Yeah. So you've had a pretty good run for a month. It has moved up pretty good bit. You know, it was $7, now it's 11.06. So wish we would have cost average down here a little bit more, but didn't really have an opportunity. Had some too much cash tied up at this point. So now that we've got the cash, if it gets back down in here, we'll be adding to it for sure. If it gets too much higher, though, we may be selling it. But that's one that we're close on. VTI we're close on. The other half that we still have of that. So we're just going to watch that. We got plenty of cash still, even after the buys that I did Friday. We're in good shape on cash still, so not worried about anything. We're sitting in good shape. So let's go ahead and take a look at. We'll see what's going on in the market tonight. Here is Friday, 60, 11, 20, and 70 across the board. They're all green. Pre-market tonight, let's take a look at that. Looks like we got a green, possibly a green start to tomorrow. Powell had a lot to do with that. He talked today, I think it was today, said the GDP could shrink 30%, but he doesn't see another depression. Another thing he said is don't count out this economy. So I think he's kind of got a positive attitude about things. He said by the second half of this year, he thinks things will start recovering. So, and that's kind of the stance I think too, as far as when the recovery is going to start showing up pretty good. It's already starting. States are starting to turn up. As long as that goes okay, I think it's going to be good for us. Let's go ahead and take a look at Asia. Asia's green across the board as well, looks like. So we may have a good start off to tomorrow. Let's take a look at oil. Oil also green. Now take out oil, it's over $30 now. Catching up with Brent, $33. So it looks like we may have a good start to tomorrow. That would be something that would be really nice to see. So what's going to happen this week is all going to be up to the news that's coming out about this virus and the recovery, the turn up. If the turn up goes well, the market's probably going to do pretty good. If there's a whole lot of negative news about the turn up, then it won't be doing that good, I'm sure. Watch for tough talk against China. That's probably going to drive the market a little bit as well. It's probably going to be, my thoughts here is I'm keeping that cash on the sideline because I think it's going to get pretty nasty between now and election time. You can see that's already brewing up too. So don't expect a lot until at least, this election gets over with and all that gets settled too, because that's a bunch of stuff in question right now. So the market doesn't like uncertainty. So, but I'm going to be watching, Navax close, Novavax. Want to see if that volume holds up. I want to see what it does if the volume doesn't hold up. And then I'm going to have to make a decision on, whether to get in at what price. And so that's what I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm going to keep an eye on opportunities to continue to cost average some things. Don't want to get all this money tied up in cost averaging. What I like to might buy back into DIA, SPY, QQQ. We sold out of all those. We got another half of VTI that we're still trying to get rid of. So if I put my money in anything, it may be some of that. If we have a couple of 3 bad down days in a row or something, may jump on some of those. I was taking a look at what we did on those. We did get into them kind of late from the March date of the low, but we did turn around some pretty good percentages, 3 and 4% on those in a matter of just a month or two. So happy with what we did there. That was a pretty good size too. of, of stocks that we had, the amount of stock we had on those. So 2 or 3% on large portions of the portfolio, and that's good for a 2 month turnaround. So happy about that. We're just going to keep looking for bargains. Did also cost average those two airlines in the cash account as well. So we added to that as well. So, but we're gonna just kind of take a look and see what things are going on. See if we can buy something that's not cost average, something new maybe that we've had before, or probably something maybe something else that I watch on some of my other list. And if I do, we'll talk about that as well. But I hope you had a good day Friday. Look for a good one to start out in the morning. Let's hope it can hold up, and let's have a good week. All right. Well, you have a good day, and I'll talk to you probably sometime later this week, maybe Tuesday night, and going to be out of pocket the rest of the week, but try to get back on here this following Sunday. So look for something Tuesday night, and then maybe something Sunday night. Okay. Have a great rest of your week. Happy trading to you. Thanks. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking this button right here. Thanks. Bye.